In the cutthroat arena of reality television, where alliances fracture as swiftly as wine glasses at a cast dinner, Tamra Judge has never shied from confrontation. The firebrand matriarch of the Real Housewives of Orange County (RHOC) once again proved her mettle at a high-profile industry gathering, delivering a pointed rebuttal to a barb from an unlikely source: Oscar-winning actress Jennifer Lawrence. Lawrence's offhand characterization of Judge as the most toxic figure in the Housewives universe ignited a firestorm, but Judge, undaunted, turned the slight into fuel for her unyielding defense of her legacy. This clash, unfolding against the neon-lit chaos of a major Bravo event, encapsulates the porous boundaries between scripted drama and celebrity crossovers, where a single comment can ripple across fanbases and tabloids alike. The genesis of the feud traces to Lawrence's candid chat with entertainment reporters, where she dissected her guilty pleasure dives into the Housewives franchise. Known for her down-to-earth persona, evident in roles from the resilient Katniss Everdeen in The Hunger Games to the unfiltered Joy Mangano in Joy, Lawrence has long professed her addiction to Bravo's interpersonal minefields. Her critique zeroed in on RHOC's dynamics, particularly Judge's role in the orbit of co-star Shannon Beater. "I think that Tamra is the most toxic of everybody." "Sorry Tamra, but you are," Lawrence stated bluntly. "She keeps trying to pass off like Shannon and all this stuff, and Shannon's just kind of like, rah, I hear the Bravo music, you know?" The analogy painted Judge as the puppet master, manipulating narratives for screen time, while portraying Beater as a reactive force swept up in the fray, a caricature that struck at the heart of Judge's evolved self-image. Judge, at 58, has traversed the RHOC landscape for over a decade, from fiery newbie in Season 3 to seasoned veteran whose production company now amplifies new voices. Her tenure has been marked by seismic shifts: explosive feuds with ex-husband Eddie Judge, reconciliations with Beater after DUI scandals, and a pivot toward vulnerability in later seasons, where she confronted empty nest syndrome and cosmetic surgeries with raw honesty. Lawrence's label, delivered from the perch of A-list detachment, felt like an outsider's oversimplification, a dismissal of the emotional labor that sustains long-running reality fare. When pressed on the remarks during the Bravo spectacle in Las Vegas, a sprawling convention of panels, parties and producer reveals, Judge's response was a masterclass in measured clapback. "Yeah, I did hear about it. It was unfortunate that she said that," Judge began, her tone a blend of disappointment and steel. "I feel like those are really strong words coming from, I always looked up to her and I just think like you don't know me. I'm on a reality show and there's a lot that you don't know and I'm sorry you feel that way but I don't, yeah." The ellipsis hung heavy, a pause pregnant with the unspoken frustrations of a woman dissected by viewers and celebrities alike. Judge's admiration for Lawrence, rooted in the actress's relatable charm and advocacy for body positivity, added sting to the betrayal, transforming a fan's critique into a personal affront. But Judge, ever the strategist, didn't stop at defense. She countered with offense, leveraging her empirical success as armor. "Well actually, I'm one of the most successful housewives on my cast, so I'm doing something right, Jennifer Lawrence," she shot back, her words slicing through the applause. This retort was no idle boast. Judge's Cut Fitness empire, a chain of boutique gyms born from her post-divorce reinvention, boasts multiple locations and a cult following, while her podcast 2TS in a Pod, co-hosted with ex-co-star Teddy Mellencamp, dissects Bravo lore with insider candor. Her resilience, bouncing back from cast exiles, health scares and public reckonings, has solidified her as RHOC's enduring provocateur, the one who keeps the Bravo music thumping by design, not accident. The timing of this dust-up amplified its drama. Judge's appearance came amid whispers of her abrupt exit from an RHOC cast retreat, a decision she attributed to personal reasons before reversing course and recommitting to the fray. This flip-flop, emblematic of the franchise's volatility, fueled speculation. Was it a genuine crisis or calculated TV gold? Lawrence's comment landed like salt in the wound, reigniting debates on toxicity's definition in reality TV. Is it the instigator who sparks conflict, or the system that rewards it? Judge's rebuttal reframed her as the former, a survivor navigating a genre where toxic is often code for compelling. Lawrence's perspective, while stinging, merits context. As a viewer, she engages Housewives as escapist theater, her no hard feelings irreverence bleeding into commentary. Yet, her quip overlooks the human toll: Beater's real-life legal battles post-DUI, Judge's therapy-fueled growth arcs, that blur fiction and fact. Judge's clapback humanized this gap, pleading for nuance from an idol whose silver linings playbook vulnerability once mirrored her own. This exchange reverberates beyond Vegas, spotlighting Housewives' cultural footprint. From Orange County's OG opulence to global spins like Ultimate Girls Trip, the franchise thrives on archetypes: the villain, the victim, the voice of reason. Judge embodies the anti-hero, flawed, fierce, unfiltered, whose toxicity has evolved into empowerment. Her success metrics, enduring relevance, entrepreneurial wins, validate her narrative, challenging Lawrence's snap judgment. As the event pulsed on, with castmates like Heather Dubrow and Gina Kirschenheiter orbiting Judge's orbit, the air crackled with solidarity. This wasn't just a firing back, it was a manifesto for authenticity in an inauthentic medium. Lawrence, ensconced in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes sequels, may never respond, but Judge's words echo: success is the ultimate rebuttal. In RHOC's Gilded Cage, where toxicity is the price of admission, Tamra Judge wears the label like a crown, sharp, unyielding, and entirely her own.